Okay. So it seems that from what you've told me thus far, this anxiety is pretty all-encompassing for you. Now, you've never felt any sort of anxiety like this before?
No.
No? Okay. Tell me a little bit about your family. Does your family have any history of anxiety?
No.
No. Does yours, do you have any siblings?
No.
You'd mentioned that you had a sister.
Oh, yeah. I was just kidding. Yeah, no.
No. And, I just wanted to address something that's rather sensitive. You had mentioned that you feel like your whole situation right now is pretty hopeless. And do you ever feel like you want to end your life or harm yourself?
No.
No? Okay. Great. And is this your first time ever seeing any sort of counselor?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I just want to let you know it's very brave of you to come in today because I understand all of the problems you're having with going in, being in public and being amongst people. So to even get here today, I really commend you for being as, brave and having as much courage as you do.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This is a very strong thing. Now, in terms of your relationship with your family, you said that your family's always been a little bit distant. Can you elaborate a little bit more on that?
I don't know. We just don't talk. We don't really get along.
No? Why don't you all get along?
I don't know. We just have different personalities. We've just always been really different.
How do you feel about that?
It doesn't bother me.
No? Okay. Now, in terms of your current state with your relationship with your family and even your friends and your relationship with your ex-boyfriend, do you feel like the changes that have happened are negative, positive, or neither?
Negative.
Negative. And
but not including my ex-boyfriend. I mean, he's my ex-boyfriend, so.
okay. So these changes have negatively affected you. And it's primarily been in part from what you've told me as a result of your anxiety. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So it seems to me that in order for us to potentially improve or work on your current situation, we will need to address your anxiety and the other circumstances that you're having difficulties with, such as school and your relationships with your friends, might secondarily be improved if we work on the anxiety. Is working on anxiety something that you're willing to do?
Yeah.
Now, I want to tell you right now it's very brave of you to at least come to me and tell me that you're willing to seek some sort of help, because for a lot of people it's difficult to even say that they need help. So just being here is a good start. What I want to work on now are some of your goals. Optimally, what do you think is the most important thing for you to work on at this time in order to make you feel better?
Just being able to be around people again.
Okay. And how do you think that we could go about working on that?
Well, if I didn't feel so anxious about it.
Okay. So potentially working on anxiety in social settings and in group settings. Is that something you might be looking forward to?
Yeah.
Okay. And in terms of your job and your school, are there any goals you have for that?
I mean, I don't want to stay home.
Okay.
I need another job eventually.
Mm-hmm. So your primary goal, it appears, is to work on being more comfortable around people in social settings. In terms of being comfortable around people, do you want to work on your anxious feelings, or do you want to work on what you feel other people are thinking of you?
Well, I don't know. I think I can change what they think constitutes my feelings.
Okay. So my thought was that working on the anxiety might help us better understand and improve maybe your self perception and how you think others view you. For instance, you stated before that you feel like people think that you're stupid. Do you ever hear people say that you're stupid?
No, I just know they're thinking it.
And how would you know?
Because I know.
Because you know. Okay. So actually, I think that we've made a lot of headway here today, and I think we've done quite a bit of work. And I'm really glad that you came in. So with the information that we have here, I think that we should work on establishing some goals. And you said that today that you'd be willing to work on maybe working with your anxiety and seeing how it impacts your relationships with others and social situations, and hopefully how it'll secondarily help your schooling and your work. Now, in order to deal with your anxiety, we might bring forth some new sort of ways of dealing with your anxiety. We're not going to address those right now, but they might be different from what you're used to. Are you willing to try these?
Yeah.
Okay. And we'll just keep trying them until we find some that work for both of us, and collectively we'll get through it together. Okay? Thank you for coming today.
Thank you.
Give such